Okay. So as some of you guessed already, Hatom protocol is next Maiar Launchpad project. So yeah. So yeah, hi everyone. It's a pleasure for us to be here. As you know, we're present at a day what will mark a breakthrough when it comes to the Elrond Blockchain, and it will elevate us, the community, to a new height. So yeah, DeFi has come a long way, right? Since its inception, it became a buzzword, then a synonym of innovation in the financial industry. And you can tell because banks, private and public institutions are now tilting towards integrating this technology and adopting it just to keep up with the speed of the space. But we can't have any serious discussion regarding DeFi if we don't talk about its three main pillars. So I'm pretty sure we all know USDC. Some of us, at least, should know the Maiar text. And it's my pleasure to introduce you to Hatom, the first lending and borrowing protocol on the Elrond blockchain that will open the floodgates to DeFi investments. So Hatom will open the floodgates to DeFi investments, and it will lay the groundwork for the future generation of blockchain applications that will build on top of Hatom. Now, it's been a while, but building the lending protocol wasn't easy. It took us a team of 20 people. Some of them are here now, and some of them are watching us. And this was just to reach our initial goals. We worked day and night for almost a year. And as some of you know, our protocol was inspired by Compound's finance logic, a protocol on Ethereum that withstood the test of time. And as Elrond is not EVM compatible yet, we had to pretty much rebuild it from scratch. And while doing so, we faced a lot of challenges. So for example, we had to build our own infrastructure to serve the data that you, the users, will see on the application. And another challenge, for example, was that in order to have a pretty secure protocol, we needed reliable price feeds and price oracles. So for that reason, we collaborated with the team of Elrond that assisted us deploying sort of a Chainlink-like price oracle into the blockchain for us to use. So I appreciate that as well. Thanks. So Elrond is a blockchain technology that is perfect for blockchain applications and enterprise level use cases. And these are some of the advantages that Elrond has that ultimately led us to love Elrond for our protocol. So it has low transaction fees, high scalability, a powerful programming language, native implementation of both tokens and NFTs that makes it more intuitive and secure to use. It has a native implementation of smart contract upgrades, and last but not least, is carbon neutral. But what is Hatom protocol? So as I said, Hatom protocol is the first and complete lending protocol on the Elrond blockchain. Essentially, this means that users will be able to supply their assets to the lending protocol and earn interest on them. And they can use those assets as collateral in order to take a borrow, to take a loan, essentially. And they do so in an over-collateralized manner, which means that the value of the assets they supply will always be more than the assets of the value they borrow. But our vision goes beyond being a lending app. We've been working like hell for building other projects and encompassing other applications in order to reach our ultimate vision of becoming a DeFi hub. And yeah, I'm glad to announce a couple of things, a couple of confirmed products that we'll be launching with or after the launch of the lending app. So the first one is the staking model. And I should move for. So the staking model will allow Hatom token stakers to earn a portion of the rewards generated by the protocol from the borrower's interest or from the profit generated by the liquidation of the borrowers or the unhealthy borrower's position. Essentially, the amount of rewards that the stakers will receive will depend on the total pool of deposit Hatom and the portion of the assets that they deposit. This model will be ready and complete and will be launched with the lending application. Thanks. Governance. So the Hatom token holders will also take part on the governance process. They will be able to participate on voting proposals and essentially be part of the ecosystem evolution and its progress. But it's worth mentioning that in order to vote on a voting proposal, for example, you won't need to unstake your tokens, your Hatom tokens, from the staking model. So you'll be able to take part on governance process while earning a yield on your Hatom tokens, which is pretty cool. Now, in order to increase our protocol security, we'd like to introduce another crucial part of infrastructure in our ecosystem that will provide an insurance layer in the event of any major incident. And that is the safety model. So for the safety model, we devise novel methods of managing liquidity of the safety model to maximize the liquidity on the money markets and also to create incentives that will deliver higher APYs on all the money markets. So essentially, in the Hatom, on the safety model, users will be able to deposit their USDC, RIDE, HTM even, their Eagle, and a portion of this assets deposited on the safety model will go to the money markets to increase its liquidity, and the revenue generated by this deposit will also bootstrap even more the liquidity. Now, we'll provide HTM tokens as a reward to the users depositing the safety model, and some of the users, a portion of these tokens, in the event of any major incident, shall be used to cover any losses induced by the protocol. Now, to follow our commitment of developing the most crucial pieces of infrastructure for the whole space, we'd like to introduce another product, another application that we think will carry mass appeal on this community. That is liquid stacking. So liquid stacking is a product designed to provide access to the users to the value of their staked EGLD. So, for example, users will be able to stake their EGLD through our app, earning a competitive APY, and they'll receive SEGLD, which stands for Stake EGLD. And they'll be able to use that Stake EGLD, for example, in our money markets in order to get even more returns from their initial EGLD. So, sorry, another protocol that we think is crucial for the Hatom ecosystem is the Hatom USD. So, Hatom USD will provide the Elrond Blockchain with its first native and decentralized stablecoin. Which we believe this will massively increase liquidity on all DEXs. So essentially, the Hatom USD, as I mentioned, is an over-collateralized, decentralized stablecoin, meaning that the value of the Hatom USD that you can mint depends on the amount of collateral that you deposit. And there are a couple of mechanisms to keep the Hatom USD always on peg. So for example, if you find an exchange, a DEX, in which the Hatom USD is exchanging above the peg, it's profitable to mint the Hatom USD using a stablecoin as collateral and short this token on such money market, on such DEX. And if you find a DEX in which Hatom is trading under the peg, it's profitable to it's profitable to purchase Hatom USD and pay back debt. So you will earning a plus from these actions, which is a good thing, and it's a good way of letting the community earn money while protecting the ecosystem. Now, last but not least, I want to introduce you to Hatom Mash. So on Hatom Mash, we'll launch the concept of isolated lending protocols. Essentially, we will whitelist a series of projects, and we'll provide them with a dashboard that will allow them to customize their own separated and isolated lending protocol and customize, which money markets they open, the utilization ratio, liquidation factor, and so on, from their isolated lending protocol. And yeah, we believe this will bootstrap liquidity on the launches of such projects and will enable these projects and their communities endless possibilities. Thanks. Now, we have a little demo, that some of you may have seen already in our booth, but let's see if I can make it. There it is. So this is our application, and first, you connect your wallet. You choose over your million wallets you may have. You choose an asset, and you can supply such asset. Now, you can choose how much of that asset you use as collateral. And then you can take a borrow. Now, after you finish using your Maiar tokens, you can go and maybe repay some of the debt. By the way, happy to meet you at our booth and explain the whole process even more. Okay. I'm not done yet. Oh. So our lending protocol, the governance model, and the staking model have already undergone 2 audits by Random Verification and PegShield, 2 of the most prestigious firms. And we're heading towards performing multiple other assessments with Elrond, Hacken, and Certic. And we're glad to announce that with this audit, we'll be the most audited project on the Elrond blockchain. Now, I will leave you with our co-CEO and CTO that have a message for you, and probably watching now. Thanks.
Bonsoir, Paris. First of all, I would like to thank the whole community for their support and the Elrond team for their constant efforts toward our project. We are glad to bring this missing pillar to an amazing blockchain like Elrond. This is the beginning of a unique journey as Elrond is entering a new era. As Franco said, Hatom protocol is the initial product that constitutes a strong building block for what is coming next. Elrond has so much potential, a potential that only the builders can unlock. I'm sure that there are multiple builders here today that have projects that rely on a lending protocol to be built. So please, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We will be glad to incubate you and assist you during your development. Our main goal is to promote Elrond to the top 5 Layer 1 blockchains, as we truly believe that it deserves it. Thank you.